Hello, this is Dr. Malcolm Ryder, parapsychologist. I'm currently not in the studio. Please leave a message and I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
I'm embarrassed to admit this, but it wasn't until I was 7 years old that I realized no one else saw the numbers. The countdowns. The ones on everyone's foreheads. Do you know what I'm talking about? I've never heard you mention them on your show before, but that doesn't mean you aren't familiar with what I'm talking about. The first time, when I was 7, the first time I realized no one else saw the countdowns. It was Christmas Day. My family was all together at my grandparents' house. When we got there, my grandpa's number was down to under 3,000. I'd never seen a number that low before. I was excited, wondered what would happen when his number reached 0. The family ate, unwrapped presents. I barely played with any of the new toys I got, or acknowledged them. I just kept staring at my grandpa's forehead. 10, 9, 8. I counted down like it was New Year's. When I said 0, when Grandpa's number reached 0, he clutched his chest, fell to one knee, then the living room floor. He struggled for breath, then he didn't. That was that. I see numbers on everyone's foreheads. Everyone's. They descend in seconds to 0. When it reaches that final number, the person dies. Always. Always. Makes it hard to get close to people. Get close to anything. The numbers are on animals, too. God, I want a dog. But that reminder, how long they live, or rather how quick they die, I hate being confronted with that information. Just endless personal memento moris. You know? I have a girlfriend, though. She's gonna live to be in her 90s. I haven't told her that. That'd be a weird conversation. She doesn't know about the numbers. She doesn't know about the countdowns. But she and we went to NYC recently. That's what I called about. I mean, I could have called you any time about the countdowns, but didn't. Something happened in New York, though. Something I need your help to make sense of. We went to Hamilton, the musical. My girlfriend wanted to go. So we were at the show and there's an intermission. I needed to smoke. Went out into the alley. Place was crowded, so I walked deeper into the alley. I light up, take a puff. But further down the alley still, down in this dark, lonely part, away from everything, there's a countdown. Floating where a forehead should be. It looked the way it normally does, only there's no one there. And the numbers, I couldn't read them from so far away, but they were larger, longer than any number I'd encountered before. Longer than human life should allow. I crept down the alley. Dumb move, I know. Dark alley, floating numbers. Alone. But that's what I did. I didn't call you to tell you what a genius I am. I got a few feet away from the free-floating countdown. I'm trying to do the math. Seconds to years. It's taking me longer than normal because the number is so big. I puff out some smoke. The smoke revealed what appeared to be the silhouette of a tall, thin man. I fell back, tripped myself, hit the ground hard. The smoke drifted away, no longer outlining the invisible being with the long countdown. The countdown moved and appeared right over me. What do you see? A voice whispered. Numbers, I said. Was too scared to explain the countdowns, death, my grandfather, any of it. What numbers? The voice asked. I did some ballpark math, scared if I didn't tell him something soon. I don't know what would happen. You'll live at least another 400 years, I said. I'm not sure that the numbers, the seconds, they're too high. I've never had to convert numbers that high before. There was silence between us. Then the numbers backed away. They disappeared down the alley, into the darkness. Thank you for this information, he said. And he was gone. I ran back to the theater, rejoined my girlfriend. I don't remember the rest of the show. Couldn't focus on the performance at all. I kept replaying the alleyway encounter in my head. Dr. Ryder, who or what did I see? What being is invisible like that and can live so long? Please call me back. Tell me anything you might know.